Well, if you and your family are looking for a fun way to make a difference, a local nonprofit has you covered.
The group Facing Autism with Children Everywhere, or F.A.C.E, will be hosting a 5K fundraiser for autism awareness.
The CEO and founder, Shante Harris-Superville, joins us now in studio to tell us more. Hi.
Hi,
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this fundraiser.
The fundraiser, the project that we're trying to push forward in development sometime in June, is called the F.A.C.E Respite Care Center, and it's pretty much for families to bring their children, ages range 3 to 12, for just a moment of respite and restorative relief. So the children can come here where they'll be safe, and they'll have art therapy, music therapy, sensory play, and that way the parents can just have a break to just relax, breathe, and restart their day. So.
And you know exactly what these parents are going through because you yourself have a son with autism. Tell us about that and how that inspired you to start this organization.
Yes, his name is Dylan. He was diagnosed when he was 2. He's turned 7 today. So 5 years ago, I didn't know where to turn when he was diagnosed. I just researched. I live in Montgomery County, so they were able to provide a lot of resources on as far as where to turn. But I found that a lot of families were in my shoes a few years later, and so I would get calls from friends to say, can you reach out to my friend or my family member? Their child was just diagnosed, they don't know what to do or where to turn. And so I found myself being that resource for other individuals as well. But he's come a long way. He's doing good, progressing well. Not where a typical 7-year-old would be, but for where he's come from, he's progressed very well.
Sure. And how long has your organization been around now?
I had the dream about 3 years ago, and life kind of got in the way. And so January 3rd of this year is when I actually applied for the 501c3, got the website up, the Facebook page, and we just went from there.
And let's say happy birthday to Dylan. Shout out there, happy birthday. Hope it's a great one.
Thank you.
You were talking to me in the green room and you told me some startling statistics. Dylan is not alone when it comes to children with autism. The numbers now, the most recent numbers are out. Tell us about that.
Yeah, when he was diagnosed, the statistic was 1 in 150 children were diagnosed with autism. I would say 2 years later, that number dropped to 1 in 110. Then the number dropped to 1 in 88. It stayed there for about 2 years, and the CDC just released the new numbers about a month ago, and it's 1 in 50 children are diagnosed with autism.
That is just a startling statistic to me,
Yes.
And that just means that there are more people out there who just need help, parents who have no idea. How can they register for this event?
They can go on our website, www.facethemovement.org. There's a 5K race link. They can register there. We also were looking for sponsors as well, so we've definitely gotten a lot of corporate sponsorship from Fitness First to Sanders Optimum Fitness to Five Guys to local churches. And so a lot of people have been reaching out and donating as well to help get this event going. But they can register there. It's only $10. They don't have to raise any money. It's just a registration fee. It's at the PG Sports and Learning Complex right near FedEx Field. And it's just a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, so not a lot, but just come out. Even if you don't want to race or run, you can walk.
You can be half in shape.
Exactly. So, yes.
Were you surprised living right outside the nation's capital that you were having a hard time and other parents having a hard time finding resources available locally to help parents and children?
Yes, and also just community. A lot of parents, they just want to connect with other parents. A lot of the support groups that I find are for more new parents who are just diagnosed, and it's kind of what to look for, what to do. But it's like, what if you're already 5 or 6 years in? Where do we turn, and what can we do?
And that's where the challenge begins.
Yes, ma'am. So, and that's one of our missions as well, just to bring families together and connect. We did our first fundraising effort was a calendar. And we shot 12 kids on the spectrum, and families, they didn't know each other, and they were just excited to just be in the same room with other families who understood, where they were coming from. And so I think we just need more of that in our area.
Well, it sounds like a great cause and great fundraisers. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us today.
Thanks.
And you can register for the 5K at facethemovement.org.